That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. Bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Wow! What a super-sized whirlwind! That must be as big as they come. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. The chorus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out-of-Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree. Tell it to gallop. This area is blazing hot. You'd better have something that'll keep you cool if you're going in. Says you'll get a special worth looking at. Thinks didn't have.
La soraya fa te me fafa.
Says you look.
Tolo madro, tolo uchur. You're still aboard your mount, which is probably a good sign.
Rubber scrap is too much fun. So stretchy. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. You've been working out. Itchy trigger finger. Can't be too many days like this left at the rate the world is ending. Wow, wow, wow. Bang, bang. Great shot. Looks like the fry sparker's get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it. You're not supposed to put skronk in it. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not the fry. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem. It's what's put in. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem. It's what's put into it. You're not supposed to put skronk in it. Guess that's proved right. That wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. You're in pain. Sealed punch. Gets dangerous when it gets dark. Well, more dangerous. Now that's medicine. The yerp fields, where there it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. There's still time before the dawn. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Muk be farfarifto tuka kubu.
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds.
Bilia antu.
You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility.
Le yayato far kobe makoto far titaba.
He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone...
Kim hobe bekuku hifar muk.
What do you think his are? He's the one that's called Out of Date, remember?
Tuluya utu lulla. Tikama perna.
Out of Date says there's a...
Tulua lu tuluka.
Think of the present, because that's where you...
Cantita duela bofo.
If you...
Befar bihita un tukub kirko tulua lu tuluka.
If the world really does end,
Potobwata. Tolua lu toluka.
He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way.
Setuata Bobkila.
Out of Date says there's no clear record.
Junto con tu Yevun Goja.
He's found
Atu Wamawa.
the contamination disrupted what we now know as key.
Toluwoya lu Yalubatuluyu.
He's been.
Toluwoya lu Yalubatuluyu.
It was only.
Empaso to bubu du koye.
He understands.
Empaso to bubu du koye.
The Ark predates.
To wata.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to.
Kuchai. Hifar befar to lua ba vul. Lotulu bayo baluotulua. Koibe o korfa.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far.
Nuekek ujbar no barke.
Out of Date.
Udenu kun nunyofobo. Ilfov ugvuhu. Obra.
That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled.
Tolu keta. Ya wawanaway.
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater.
Fabube. Muk kofar. Mau mauya.
He
Yevofo lolan ofo. Ya lawawat nawa.
Out of Date suggests that you.
Ugambun ang ugagad yebromo. Ya lawawat nawa.
Let's see. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Let's see.
Yangu. Azitawa. Wanapta itaku tirabi.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue.
Rapiki.
Says it's good to see you again. He's...
Yomara itaku.
Goop says you were always so...
Wanakanwaku.
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together.
Yomara.
He knows he's easy to remember. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. He says that the catastrophe back then, now that come for you to remember and act. He thinks...
Light instantly banishes dark.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it! All the...
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like? Hit the open surf, then. The trouble is you can only can hardly... Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. Claims he didn't say that. But hey... knows yesterday is already gone. It's what? He can't leave the... You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from the...